It's Wild 94.1, the Base Party Station. Joey Franchize, Bobby Shampoo, and this girl is like my girl, the girl in my mind. Like that's what she is. Like I wouldn't mind Tacos and Narcos season 1.
Oh my god.
With a little, some loud in there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. A lot. It's fine. It's perfect. We got SZA here. What's up, baby?
Hi.
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm well.
The show was amazing. I just want you to know that. It's the first time I got to see you live.
Oh, thank you.
And the album is amazing.
Thank you.
Control. Please tell me where the name stemmed from. I know I see it a lot on keyboards and computers, so I know that played a factor into it. Sort of. It's like a metaphor.
Both. I love Control takes me to the key is only on a PC, and then nobody knows what the fuck it does anyway. On the computer, and it's kind of but it's the way you get out of anything. People only know it as Control Alt Delete, Escape, or whatever the fuck. And then something about my parents never got a Mac, ever. They still have a PC, and I think
Are they still running Windows 95?
Probably. Wow. Knowing them, but I don't know. I love the analog sense of all of that surge of information, the internet, but still having to work through dial-up, work through your thoughts. It wasn't just this weird vast place where it's just absorbing information and overwhelming, and life was overwhelming. So I guess it's reminiscent of nostalgia, and then also just kind of, I don't know, it's when you are out of control, you kind of just scream the antithesis until it's true for yourself.
Right.
So it's one of those.
and it's crazy because this is your debut album, or went #1. How did you approach it from the last one, from the EP? Because I feel a different sound. Did you approach it any different? What was going through your mind?
It was more so just I wanted to make music that excited me. I'm easily bored. I have ADHD, and as a grown person with ADHD, it's very strange, and it's hard to keep my attention for anything. So even I'm bored with myself. I wouldn't be able to be a singer anymore if I. You know what I mean? Because I'd be this is boring. I want to do something else. So before I did that, before I quit and did something else, I was I want to learn how to excite myself. So it was my first attempt at trying to gather all the information that I was kind of dabbling in, because I'm not classically trained in music. She's musical, Carter's musical, the boys are musical, but I'm not in terms of a natural training or any kind of shit. So I was just kind of observing everybody, even after being on my first tour where her and Carter and Frazier and everybody that, just kind of, I don't know, applying that energy into, I wonder if this will be more exciting for myself.
Yeah.
That thought, that question, that's all. Just playing around. And
it's great too to see you flourish the way you have, and just the success altogether with Love Galore, huge on the radio, by the way.
Thank you.
And can I just say, this album probably one of the most rawest shits I've ever heard from a girl.
Thank you.
It's the most rawest feelings, thoughts, songs like The Weeknd I want to talk about. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean, where you talk about being the side chick and actually living through both perspectives of in the song.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced, these are all coming obviously from probably experiences of people that you've seen throughout life. Yeah. So have you been the Weeknd girl?
Yeah, that's not a side chick song, but I didn't want to ruin it for other people because they seem to enjoy it that way. But it's more so just about me getting played out by a dude who was dating hella different girls, him telling me that he was dating hella different girls, me deciding I don't care. I would rather just still be able to fucking hang out. But it's also what? We can't be girlfriend and boyfriend anymore. We can't do any of that. I can't take you seriously, but we can also just chill and have a good time. It's kind of just making a choice, a conscious choice, rather than just moving aimlessly, being a pawn. It's just taking control of your own life, of your own situation. You could be a side chick in the situation, you could be one of the days, or you could decide I'm gonna just call you when I need you, type shit. Right.
You give women a sense of empowerment in that role. You know what I mean? Thank you. And which is cool, because I feel this is my theory, and for this generation, is chicks are the new dudes. In the sense of how we will play games, I think girls have kind of picked up on it. Yeah. Do you agree, or can you input on that?
I think it's interesting. I think it all comes from it stems from that weird gender role situation where it's like girls do stuff to impress boys do stuff to just impress girls, but now it's like girls are doing things for themselves or to impress their female peers on some like, there's nothing cooler than like a pretty, like, intelligent, fun, like, interesting, talented, artsy, like, we love each other as women, like, on the web and real life, like, it's a vibe, and I think that is new. So it's eliminating the need for men had a window in which they would like come in and be like, oh, you guys are lacking love and affection and attention and joy, like, in this little space, so we're gonna give you little fake tidbits of that because we definitely want to be. And it's like, whatever, like who's to say, like, who minds? But it's like, now it's like, no, we require more than that, because it turns out girls are more interesting, and we realized that we were more interesting than we thought we were, and we didn't need like guys to make us interesting. So now I don't know.
I feel you on that, because coming from a DJ perspective and doing the radio stuff and being a part of nightlife, I feel like dudes blow bubbles up certain girls' asses to the point where you've yet to really get in, like, find anything interesting out about her,
and you're blocking her from finding other men and other people. You're blocking her from finding other sources of joy because you're just, I don't know, you're just like taking up space for a different goal. But she could just be exploring herself. But I think girls are just kind of doing that now. Like, they're taking their time to figure out, like, who am I? What do I like? Who do I like? What kind of, like, I don't know, what am I interested in? What are my goals? You know what I mean? Women are the fastest growing group of, like, entrepreneurs and millionaires in the country.
Facts.
So it's just like, I think we're just mobilizing the fuck out of ourselves right now. Pardon me.
It's all good. It's Wild 94.1. We're here with SZA's Joey Franchize. And on a music tip, you know, being part of TDE and being around those guys and being the first lady, did you ever feel like a sense of pressure being around those guys like Kendrick or Q or Ab?
I just didn't want to, like, be like, I don't know, I think there's like this weird, people assume like because I'm the only girl that people treat me differently, but they don't. Even within my own label, I meant is they don't treat me differently. Like, they don't treat me like a girl. So I just,
like one of the homies.
Yeah, but I don't treat myself as like, I am a woman, this is the way I'm behaving. Like, I just am. And I think it's just multiplicity, and they allow me to be multiplicitous. So I appreciate that.
You and Isaiah have a really good relationship, Isaiah Rashad. Mm-hmm. So tell me about that, because it's like you can't have an Isaiah Rashad album or a SZA album without one of the two on at least a track on the album. Mm-hmm. And what's the chemistry like between you guys?
We used to live together, so we definitely have argued about everything. He's a Taurus, I'm a Scorpio. We're like exactly on the opposite end of the spectrum. It's very strange. It's like you would never move in with a boy you didn't know at this age from different parts of the country, like, and all his friends, like, at the same time. Like, you would never choose to do that. Right. And I didn't have my friends with me. Like, I didn't bring my homegirls with me to Carson or any of that. So it was like weird. We kind of had this like battling energy because I was like kind of by myself, and I felt like I had to like hold my own. We're just arguing all the time, and now as time passed, we've like leveled out, and he's like hella zen right now. He's like beautiful. His energy is so beautiful right now. Like, he's hella just, I don't know, just chill and expansive, like super introspective. Like, it's very chill. I respect him. I feel like we go up with each other on the same thing, because he be fucking playing and I'm not. But that's about it.
And I wanted to ask you too, I read that Jay-Z at one point said you were a fluke. How did that resonate with you? How did that sit with you when that happened?
I laughed. We both laughed. It was awesome. It was just like a me too shit. I didn't even know what I was doing in the same space. Like, why am I next to you? How did I get next to you? So I was just more so just like, well.
Was he trying to sign you? No. Or were you looking for a meeting? What was going on? How'd that meeting come about?
It wasn't like that. I was just working on some stuff for B, and Jay just happened to be around, and he was just listening to some of the stuff I was working on, and he was super supportive and super positive. I hate that that's like a weird soundbite that went somewhere, but yeah, totally. Like, it was a joke. Like, he called me a fluke, and then I laughed. I'm like, ha, and he was like, wow, you're funny.
Well, I'm glad we got to clarify that too, because it was just like, what? Jay said that?
No, he's so supportive. He supported Control like a motherfucker. Like, he told it. Never mind.
And I want to ask you too, because I know you did. You were doing the acronym series. Are you going to finish it with the A?
Probably.
Stay tuned. Look at that. I see that look on her face. Well, appreciate the time.
Oh, thank you.
It was a pleasure meeting you, seeing you perform. It was amazing. I love live bands.
Thank you.
So appreciate you for taking the time out.
I appreciate it.
It's Wild 94.1 Joey Franchize here. SZA, keep doing what you do.
Bye. Thank you.